Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the session 3 of lesson 15, Diversity in Our Society. In the following section, we will see how the life of people in different places evolves with diversity. We have already seen of the life in Thar Desert. Now we'll come down to Sikkim. Sikkim is a small state situated in the eastern parts of Himalayan mountains. Kanchenjunga is one of the highest peak of Himalayas, which is in Sikkim. You can see in the picture. Sikkim remains cold throughout the year and the place is covered with snow in winter. It also rains heavily in monsoon and many rivers flow through the valleys. Sikkim is situated on the boundary between India, Nepal, Bhutan and Tibet. That is, Tibet is in China. That is why people from all these areas have settled down here. Some of them are Nepalis, some of them are Tibetans and Bhutanese. As many as 11 languages are spoken by the people of Sikkim. They have a close relationship with Tibetan Lamas. Lamas are Buddhist monks who brought Buddhism to this area. They also established many beautiful monasteries in Sikkim. Sikkim was an independent country till 1975, ruled by the kings called Chogyals. That year, Sikkim became a part of India and democratic government was established there. In this slide, you can see a picture of monastery called Romtek Monastery in Sikkim. Monastery is a building where monks live while they are practicing their religion. The Greek word monasterian means a place to live alone, and monks and nuns go to the monastery to focus on their religion in isolation, away from the rest of the world. Both Thar and Sikkim are in India. Thar is in desert region, whereas Sikkim is in Himalayas. The influence of diverse cultures is not merely a thing of the past. Our present lives are about moving from place to place for work. With each other, our cultural traditions and the way of life slowly becomes a part of the new place we are in. Similarly, in our neighborhood, we live among people from different communities. Our daily lives are about the ways in which we do things together and customs. You can see in the slide a picture of um, India, where you can see different kinds of places here. There are 28 states. Our daily lives are about the ways in which we do things together, and customs and traditions become part of our life process. Now, the third is we are going to Pondicherry. It is in South India, as you can see in the map, and it is in Tamil Nadu, near Tamil Nadu. It is a union territory. Pondicherry is a tiny state in the southeastern coast of India, and it has attracted a number of European trading companies like the Dutch, Portuguese, English, and the French. They established trading posts and also small colonies of their people. Over the time, the French acquired control over the place and held it till 1954, when the people of Pondicherry voted to join the Indian Union, and thus has a large number of French-speaking people besides Tamils and others. During the freedom movement in India against the British, Pondicherry offered refuge to many freedom fighters like Subramaniam Bharati, the great poet. Pondicherry offered refuge to many freedom fighters like Subramaniam Bharati, the great nationalist poet of Tamil Nadu, and Aurobindo Ghosh, who was revolutionary nationalist from Bengal. And they eventually became he became an important spiritual master of modern India. A large number of devotees from all over India came to settle down here. Aurobindo Ghosh and his French disciple, the mother, established Aurobindo Ashram. Subsequently, an international village named as Aurobindo was established with the backing of United Nations to spread the message of peace and global cooperation. Pondicherry thus offers an example of a place where not only diverse cultures of India merged, but also where people of the world come together to celebrate oneness of humanity. This is the front view of Aurobindo Ashram, and this is the aerial view, how it looks from the skies. Unity in diversity. Over the past centuries, India emerged as a country with shared cultures, religions, political systems, etc., along with the diversity. This history of diversity and integration helped Indian people to come together as a nation to fight the British rule. This common struggle is called the national movement. The above lines I'm going to read. Don't forget the days of blood, O friend. In the midst of your happiness, remember to shed a tear for us. The hunter has torn away every single flower. Do plant a flower in the desert garden, dear friend. Having fallen to bullets, we slept in Jallianwala Bagh. Do light a lamp on this lonely grave, O friend. The blood of Hindus and Muslims flows together today. Do soak your robe in this river of blood, dear friend. Some rot in jails while others lie in their graves. Do shed a few tears for them, O friend. This song was sung from after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre opened fire on a large group of unarmed, peaceful people, killing many and wounding even more. Men and women, Hindus, Sikhs, and Muslims, rich and poor, had gathered to protest against the massacre of the British. This song was composed and sung to honor the memory of those brave people. And symbol that emerged during the freedom struggle serve as a constant reminder of our country's rich tradition of respect for diversity. Do you know the story of the Indian flag? It was used as a symbol of protest against the British by people everywhere. In his book, The Discovery of India, Jawaharlal Nehru says that Indian unity is not something imposed from the outside, but rather it was something deeper and within its fold. The widest tolerance of belief and custom was practiced and every variety acknowledged and even encouraged. It was Nehru who coined the phrase unity in diversity to describe the country's brotherhood. These are the multiple choice questions, children. First one is the dash adds variety to our life. It is diversity. Second one, dash is one of the highest peak of Himalayas in Sikkim, the Kanchenjunga peak. The place of Jallianwala Bagh massacre was Amritsar. The book Discovery of India was written by whom, children? It is Jawaharlal Nehru. Fifth one, the place is covered with snow in winter and remains cold throughout the year. This place is Sikkim. Thank you. Complete your classwork and write the multiple choice questions in your classwork. Thank you. Have a nice day.